All right, let me ask you something. You paid every bill on time. You didn't open a new card. You didn't miss a single payment. Then you check your credit score, and it's dropped. Sometimes more than you'd expect for doing everything right. Some of these reasons might be things you never even touched. Let's go through them. What to check tonight. Quick thing before we start. If plain English money breakdowns like this are useful to you, hit subscribe now so you don't miss the next one. Okay, let's get into it. A few things can move your score without you doing anything wrong. You'll notice a pattern in the first few. Let's get into it. Say you spend $2,000 this month. You pay it off in full, on time, like always. Your card issuer usually sends your balance to the bureaus around your statement date. And that report often goes out before your payment processes. So the version of your file that gets used might still show that $2,000 balance instead of your $0 paid off balance. Whether that matters depends on your limit. $2,000 on a $20,000 limit is 10%. With $3,000 limit, it's over 2/3. Same balance, very different picture. You did nothing wrong. It's a timing gap.
Card issuers can lower your limit based on their own risk assessments, sometimes with little notice. Say your limit was $5,000, and you normally carry a $1,000 balance. That's 20% utilization. Now, the issuer drops your limit to $2,000. Same $1,000 balance. Now it's 50% utilization. Nothing about your spending changed, but utilization is one of the bigger levers in most scoring models, and yours just moved. Quick heads up, this one's connected to what we just covered, so we'll go through it fast. Got an old card you never use? If it sits inactive long enough, the issuer might close it. That shrinks your available credit, which pushes utilization up again. Same mechanism, different trigger. There's also a smaller factor some scoring models consider: how long your accounts have generally been open. Losing an old account doesn't erase it from your report right away. Closed accounts can stay on there for years and keep counting toward your history. But over the long run, having one less long-standing account in the mix can matter a little on top of the utilization change. Say you shopped around for a car loan or mortgage, and a few lenders checked your credit. Here's what most people don't know. When you're rate shopping for a mortgage or auto loan, multiple checks within a short window are often bundled as a single inquiry by common scoring models. Other credit types can be treated differently, so it's worth checking your own report if that applies to you. A single hard inquiry tends to have a fairly small effect for most people. It's just one factor among several, alongside things like utilization and payment history, so don't assume it's the main reason your score moved. If you're finding this useful so far, tap that subscribe button. It genuinely helps the channel and takes 2 seconds. Sometimes it isn't you at all. A bureau can occasionally mix up files, or a lender might report a payment as late that you actually paid on time. This one's worth taking seriously. Because unlike a lot of the other reasons, it's something you can directly fix. If something on your report looks wrong, you can dispute it with the bureau and sometimes with the company that reported it. It's worth flagging rather than assuming it'll sort itself out on its own. If your Credit Karma score dropped 30 points, but your bank's app barely moved, nothing's necessarily broken. There isn't just one credit score. Different apps can pull from different bureaus, use different scoring models, and update on different timelines. So 2 numbers can genuinely disagree without either one being wrong. When that happens, it's more useful to look at what's actually in your credit report than to compare 2 scores that were never built to match. Here's what I want you to walk away with. Your credit score isn't a judgment of whether you're good or bad with money. It's the output of a model run on your credit report. And your report holds on to history, not just a snapshot of this exact moment. A lot of what moves it has nothing to do with a mistake on your part. None of this means you failed. It means something in the system moved. You can pull your credit report for free at annualcreditreport.com, the site set up for consumers to get reports from all 3 bureaus. Once you're in, check, did any of your credit limits change?
Did your reported balance jump recently? Did an account close that you didn't close yourself? Is there a hard inquiry you don't recognize? Worth a look, though it's not automatically fraud. Is there a late payment or account listed that isn't actually yours? Once you see what changed, the drop is usually a lot easier to make sense of. If you want more of this,
Plain English breakdowns of the money stuff nobody explains well, subscribe, because that's what this channel is for. It's free, it takes one tap, and it means you won't miss the next one. And if your score ever dropped for a reason you couldn't figure out, tell me in the comments. I read them, and they shape what I cover next. Okay, one more time. Hit subscribe before you go. See you in the next one.